Yo, what's up everybody? It's your name and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the best privacy phones you can use in 2025 to secure your life. We're talking all things privacy, security, and how these phones are evolving to keep your data safe in a world where, let's be honest, it feels like everyone wants a piece of it. We're going to be looking at phones that take privacy seriously from their hardware to their software. If you're someone who values their privacy and wants to keep their data locked down tight, you're in the right place. So, whether you're rocking a burner phone from 2015 or just curious about the latest and greatest in privacy tech, stick around, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. First up, we've got the PureOS Librem 5. Now, this phone is all about giving you back control of your digital life, and they're not messing around. The Librem 5 is running PureOS, a completely open-source operating system designed with privacy and security as its top priorities. One of the coolest things about the Librem 5 is its hardware kill switches. Yeah, you heard that right. They've got physical kill switches for the camera, microphone, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and even cellular data. Talk about peace of mind, you literally have the power to disconnect from the grid whenever you want. But it's not just about the hardware. The Librem 5 also comes preloaded with privacy-focused apps and software, like the Tor browser for anonymous browsing and a decentralized app store that doesn't track your every move. This phone is all about giving you the tools you need to keep your data safe and secure. Now let's talk design. The Librem 5 might not win any beauty contests, but hey, it's what's on the inside that counts, right? It's got a sleek, minimalist look and it's built to last. Plus, with a replaceable battery, you can keep this phone going for years to come. And speaking of going for years, the Librem 5 is all about longevity. Regular software updates keep this phone secure and up to date, so you don't have to worry about being left behind in the dust with an outdated device. They're committed to supporting this phone for the long haul. Now, let's talk performance. The Librem 5 isn't going to blow you away with lightning-fast processing speeds or anything. It's designed for privacy and security first and foremost, but it's still got enough power to handle your everyday tasks, like browsing the web, checking email, and making calls. Overall, the PureOS Librem 5 is in a league of its own when it comes to privacy. It's the real deal, folks. If you're serious about taking control of your digital privacy, this is the phone for you. Next up, we've got the Silent Circle Blackphone 2. This phone is all about encryption, encryption, encryption. They've gone above and beyond to make sure your data is locked down tight, with military-grade encryption protecting your calls, messages, and everything in between. One of the things that sets the Blackphone 2 apart is its Silent OS. It's built on Android, but they've stripped it down and rebuilt it with a laser focus on privacy and security. You won't find any bloatware or unnecessary apps here, just a clean, secure operating system that's designed to keep your data safe. And speaking of keeping your data safe, the Blackphone 2 also comes with a bunch of pre-installed privacy-focused apps like Silent Phone for encrypted calls and messaging, Silent World for secure Wi-Fi access, and Silent Manager for controlling app permissions and data access. They've got you covered on all fronts. But it's not just about the software. The Blackphone 2 also has some pretty impressive hardware features like a tamper-proof design that makes it nearly impossible to physically hack into the device. They've really thought of everything. And if you're someone who travels a lot, you'll appreciate the Blackphone 2's global compatibility. It works on GSM and CDMA networks, so you can stay connected and secure wherever you go. Now let's be real. The Blackphone 2 is not the cheapest phone on the market. But if you're serious about privacy and security, it's worth every penny. This is a phone that's designed for people who need the highest level of protection for their data. So, whether you're a journalist, activist, or just someone who values their privacy, the Silent Circle Blackphone 2 is definitely worth checking out. It's a beast of a phone when it comes to encryption and security. Chapter 3. Now let's talk about a phone that needs no introduction, the Apple iPhone 14 Pro. While not strictly a privacy phone, Apple has been stepping up its game in recent years, and the iPhone 14 Pro has some impressive privacy features that make it a solid choice for privacy-conscious users. One of the biggest privacy improvements in recent iPhones is app tracking transparency. This feature basically forces apps to ask for your permission before they can track your activity across other apps and websites. No more sneaky tracking in the background. And speaking of sneaky tracking, Apple has also cracked down on third-party cookies in Safari, its web browser. Safari now blocks these cookies by default, making it much harder for advertisers to track you online. But it's not just about stopping tracking. Apple has also made some big improvements to its messaging apps, iMessage and FaceTime. Both apps offer end-to-end encryption, meaning that your messages and calls can only be read or heard by you and the person you're communicating with. Not even Apple can access them. And for those of you who use iCloud to store your photos, videos, and other files, you'll be happy to know that Apple offers end-to-end encryption for iCloud backups as well. That means your data is safe and secure, even if your device is lost or stolen. Now let's talk about Apple's ecosystem. One of the benefits of using an iPhone is that it's part of Apple's tightly controlled ecosystem. Apple has strict privacy policies for its App Store, and it carefully vets all apps before they're made available for download. This helps to reduce the risk of downloading malicious apps that could compromise your privacy. Overall, the iPhone 14 Pro is a great choice for users who want a familiar, user-friendly phone with strong privacy features. While it's not as hardcore as some of the other phones on this list, it's a solid option for everyday users who are looking for a good balance of privacy and usability. Chapter 4. Next up, let's talk about the Google Pixel 6. Google's Pixel phones have always been known for their impressive cameras and clean software, but how do they stack up when it comes to privacy? Well, the Pixel 6 has some impressive hardware security features. It's powered by Google's own Tensor chip, which includes a dedicated security core called the Titan M2. This chip is designed to protect your most sensitive data, like your passwords and payment information. In addition to the Titan M2, the Pixel 6 also has a feature called Security Hub. This is a central location where you can manage all of your phone's security settings like screen lock, app permissions, and Find My Device. But while the Pixel 6's hardware security is impressive, Google's track record on software privacy is a bit more questionable. Google is a data-hungry company, and its business model relies heavily on collecting and analyzing user data. That being said, Google has made some efforts to improve its privacy practices in recent years. For example, you can now choose to auto-delete your location history and web browsing activity after a certain period of time, and Google has also introduced a feature called Privacy Sandbox in its Chrome browser. This feature is designed to limit the amount of data that websites can collect about you while you're browsing the web. Overall, the Google Pixel 6 is a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to privacy. It has some impressive hardware security features, but Google's software still collects a fair amount of data about its users. If you're comfortable with Google's data collection practices, the Pixel 6 is a solid choice. But if you're serious about minimizing your digital footprint, you might want to consider one of the other phones on this list. Chapter 5. Last but not least, we have the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Samsung's flagship phone is a powerhouse when it comes to features and performance, but how does it fare in the privacy department? Well, the Galaxy S22 Ultra has a feature called Secure Folder. This is a secure encrypted space on your phone where you can store sensitive files, apps, and data. It's like having a separate phone within your phone, and it's protected by Samsung's Knox security platform. Speaking of Knox, this is Samsung's comprehensive security platform that provides multi-layered protection for your device. It includes features like hardware-backed security, runtime protection, and regular security updates. The Galaxy S22 Ultra also has a feature called Private Share. This allows you to share files with others securely and control how long they have access to them. You can even revoke access to a file after you've shared it, giving you ultimate control over your data. And for those of you who use Samsung Pay, you'll be happy to know that it uses tokenization to protect your payment information. This means that your actual credit card number is never stored on your phone or shared with merchants. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra offers a good balance of privacy and usability. It has some solid privacy features like Secure Folder, Knox security platform, and Private Share. However, it's worth noting that Samsung, like Google, collects a fair amount of data about its users. If you're comfortable with that trade-off, the Galaxy S22 Ultra is a great choice. So there you have it, folks. Those are some of the best privacy phones you can get your hands on in 2025. Whether you're all about that open source life with the Librem 5, need the ultimate encryption powerhouse that is the Blackphone 2, or prefer sticking with the familiar but increasingly private iPhone, there's a phone out there to fit your security needs. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on the latest in tech and privacy. Stay safe and secure out there.